Next, we have Surmount AI, presented by Logan Weaver.
Hi. Imagine a world where managing your investments is as simple as using your favorite device, where technology simplifies the process of doing so and puts you in full control of your financial future. I believe that we're at the dawn of a new era of financial management, the automation evolution. The no-commission brokers who made it easy for anybody to manage their own portfolios 10 years ago have also created a significant problem. Most people aren't necessarily fully equipped to do so. More than 4 out of every 5 individual investor ultimately loses more money and leaves more on the table than they actually profit. And why is this? It's because of a handful of reasons. It's typically because of a lack of knowledge, a steep learning curve, a lack of affordable tools, and people are just naturally influenced by human emotion. So what are people currently leaning towards nowadays? Well, there's social investing, where you're basically reliant on anonymous individuals online on platforms like Reddit, Discord, and Telegram. The process is inefficient, where first I have to find a trade, then I have to do it, then I have to tell people about it, and they see it, and then finally they do it. And furthermore, it's completely confusing to actually understand what people are saying. And due to a lack of unbiased data around these strategies, there's really no way to determine if they're profitable until you just begin following blindly. Then there's robo-advising, which is a better solution, but it's still quite of a black box. You input some details around your risk profile, and you essentially get batched into some cookie-cutter portfolios that are really no different than Vanguard or traditional money managers, despite the deca-billion-dollar valuations of these robo-advisors. Furthermore, they're typically highly correlated and underperform when compared to the S&P 500. I'm here to propose a better solution. That's simplified automated investing, where any individual can transform their equities, crypto, and forex portfolio into their own miniature quant fund through AI-driven strategies, rule-based, thematic, and copy trading strategies. On Surmount, you can easily connect to any of your favorite equities, crypto, and forex portfolios in just a couple of clicks. And from there, you can view any sort of detail around them and view and manage them all in one place. You can see things like your positions, which active strategies you're running in the portfolio, as well as any sort of historical orders. Furthermore, you can automate them. To do so, you just head over to the marketplace, search for a strategy that might be a good fit for you, and from there you can easily evaluate it. You don't need any sort of financial background. You can see things like how profitable it is, what it trades, how often it trades, the frequency of those trades, and which brokers you can connect it into. From there, if it's a good fit, you can easily license it, select which broker you would like to integrate it into, and determine how much money you want to allocate towards the strategy. And in just a couple of clicks, you've transformed your self-discretionary portfolio into your own miniature quant fund. Furthermore, anybody can create their own strategies through code, no code, and through AI prompt. Here's an example of a coded strategy. If you can write basic Python commands, you can create your very own. Furthermore, you can see any sort of backtest to see how the strategy would have performed in the past. And for somebody who isn't necessarily as coding savvy or just wants to save some time, they can turn text to Python code through our AI-driven prompt. So in just basically a paragraph and a couple of clicks, without writing any sort of line of code, you have your very own trading strategy. Now, what if someone doesn't know how to or doesn't want to code? No problem at all. They can use the no-code builder. Through solely interacting with the front end and without ever writing a single line of code, they can create their own fully fledged investment strategy. In this example, you'll see how easy it is to create one in less than 2 minutes. This example, basically you're saying, if S&P 500 is slightly oversold and there's more money flowing into the asset over the past 2 weeks, over the past month, then double my position. Otherwise, leave the position alone. And this is so easy, my grandma can actually do it, guys. So in less than a minute, you'll see a fully fledged trading strategy get built on the front end. On the back end, it's a fully functional Python script. And see how it actually performs compared against the S&P 500. It outperforms it with significantly less volatility. It's a promising way to reduce portfolio volatility, lower downside risk, and more. Now, Surmount is sitting at the center of innovation between three massive and quickly growing sectors: algorithmic trading, robo-advising, and social investing. And furthermore, while we're just getting started, we've accomplished a lot. We're on the short list of the registered internet advisors that are approved with the SEC at the federal level, meaning we can conduct business in every state. We are also one of 12 companies out of a highly competitive pool to be accepted into Techstars. We're also the only company in our space that's backed by Renaissance Technologies, a founding member of Renaissance Technologies, who invented this space and is the most profitable hedge fund of all time. We've partnered with some of the most amazing companies that are paving the way for the space, and together we're redefining what the future of investment looks like for everyone. Everything nowadays is leading towards automation. Your portfolio should too. Thank you, guys.
How does Surmount succeed over competitors like robo-advisors and consumer-facing investment apps?
Yeah, absolutely. So kind of as mentioned in terms of like the sector page, so robo-advisors are great, but there's really not much control that you have other than inputting the KYC. So you input your risk tolerance, typically what assets you maybe want to trade, and then you get thrown into basically a black box strategy. Whereas this puts the power of retail investors to really choose whichever strategy that they're interested in and evaluate that for themselves. Furthermore, they can combine more than one strategy and really build their own basically miniature hedge fund. Thank you.